talk about this exchange between men and women. How women want to exchange, and I might have talked about this before, but how women want to exchange, they want your time, you know what I'm saying? And the man wants the sex, right? And women know that. Women want to get as much time with you as possible, you know. They want to get as much time with you as possible without giving up the sex, like Bernice O'Neill said. And men want to give up as little time as possible just to get the sex. That's why, you know, when women come over, you know, you have women over your house, or you go over their house, however you do it, and you get done doing it, they don't never want to leave, or they never want you to leave. You know, and that's kind of the thing when you talk about the overall, you know, dynamic of men and women in the bedroom. You got to understand, women are complicated. They're complicated. And what's so interesting about it is this real quick. You know, they need the intimacy, right? They need the intimacy, right? They need the emotional support. Like, they need all these things from a man. But just talking about the sexual side of things, like, you got to understand that before sex, it's like the foreplay. You got to know how to prepare a woman. And I think most guys don't never get that part of it. Like, that's very important. The rubbing, the kissing, you know, the geeking her up. Some dudes never master that, how to massage, how to touch, how to tease. Like, that's a part of it. Then what you do in the bedroom, even though all that's kind of grouped into one, you know, because once you turn her on, you know, and sometimes she just turned on by how you look or something you do. But once you kind of can turn a woman on, and that physical touch that you give her, and know how to touch her, and you know how to, you know, make her make certain noise and beautiful pain and all that, then what you do in the bedroom. But then it's kind of like after that too. A lot of women want that reassurance after y'all get done doing it. As a man, your number one thing is to, you know, put your stuff on and go. You got yours, and, you know, that's as masculine as it can get, right? But a lot of women like to lay there. They like to lay on you. They like to kiss you. They like to play little spoon, big spoon, all that stuff. Like to rub on you and stuff. They want that intimacy. They want that time out of you. You know what I'm saying? They want that. They like the intimacy. And I think I said this on a Patreon. The girl was telling me, I was talking to her. She was like, yeah, the intimacy came more important than sex for me. And as we evolve as humans, as men and women, you know, you'll find out your priorities gonna change. It's gonna change. It's gonna change. Sex ain't gonna be as important when you dealing with a woman that's fine with good sex, but she become a financial hindrance. It ain't gonna be that important. But women want the time out of dudes, right? Women want that time out of dudes because we cool to be around. It's just that. We cool to be around. Women like being around dudes because dudes is a totally different social standard than women. Women hang around each other because they have the need to be around something. Women are very, very social creatures. They have the need to be around people. That's why they'll travel to Houston and to Atlanta. They'll travel to these places, right? And with a girl they don't even like. I didn't hear these TikTok stories talking about girls they done met on the internet, and they traveling, you know, they meeting them in Miami and they going out together and all this type of stuff. So they sit here and they kind of project and say, well, men don't like being alone, and men struggle with being alone. They struggle with being alone, and that's okay. They are social creatures. So they really like the social dynamic that men have. That's why you see women talk about online. They talk about how, why do men relationships, friendships last so long? And it's so simple. How do men become friends? It's so, it's the simplicity of the friendship. Like, they can just be, running on the treadmill next to each other for a couple of days, and then they end up sparking up a conversation and becoming good friends. Or how y'all been friends since kindergarten or third grade, because through their social dynamic, they and it happens in the men's side, but a lot of times they outgrow each other. I don't know if y'all watched Cobra Kai. When they had the black girl Alicia on there, her and Daniel's daughter used to be cool, but Daniel's daughter, got popular, was pretty, and she wasn't as popular as Daniel's daughter, so she stayed a nerd, and Daniel's daughter became very, very popular. So that's pretty much they social standards, they very, very shallow. They're very, very shallow. So when they get with men and see how men listen and how men communicate and how, and a lot of women they act like they don't like this, but how men solve problems. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say, I want a man to lead the conversation, hold the conversation, keep the conversation going. A lot of times because they're not able to. They like the company of men. They do. They like to lay up dudes, and you ain't got to worry about nobody judging you. Dudes don't just talk about their problems. They don't have to trauma bond with men. With women, it's always trauma bond. Look, Andrew did this today, and then it's to the point, then they might be a girls group. Yeah, Ty did this today, and Brandon and Brendan did this today, and this trauma bond. When she with a dude, it ain't even like that. She be like, yeah, Tommy was getting on my nerves at work today. You like, for real, girl, what he do? This is what you should do next time. Rarely do you hear a dude say, oh shit, hell yeah, this nigga, or this dude, Patty was getting on my nerves today. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's female shit. She don't care about your problems, and she know that she don't care about her problems. But our homegirls is just trauma bonded. They would rather be hanging out with dudes the majority of the time. Now, that's the time and place where they want to hang out with women and talk about their nasty sexcapades and they nasty, sex dreams. And y'all be surprised how nasty female conversation is. You'd be surprised. Yeah, they had a time where they need their women, they want to shop with women, and it's certain things that they can't do, that they can do with women, they can't do with us. But I think for the most part, after a while, females, when they're around each other too much, they get tired of each other. It's like when your best friend come over when y'all was kids to play, and y'all, you just get tired of them. Like, y'all fighting, you ready for dog to go home. You know what I'm saying? You ready for dog to go home. You ready for dog to go to the crib. Same thing with women. They were out there welcome. They fall out over the pettiest things. They fall out over, okay, we all ate brunch, let's get one meal. Well, I only had some champagne, or I only had a chicken tender. They fall out over that. They fall out over that. When dudes fall out, 9 times out of 10, it's like I said, it's money or it's over a woman. Nigga try to backdoor you. A lot of them dudes don't have no discipline. They have no discipline. So when they making in your mind, your girl fine, and I wanna hit your girl, they no matter how cool y'all is, a lot of these dudes are so shallow, they'll throw your relationship way over some booty. And I mean, it is what it is. If you'll stake me over my girl, what else you'll stake me over? But women really like the social standard of men. They can't get that from another woman. That's why a lot of women, they go to the rainbow side of things, and then they always come back. One of the things is just not the protection and the provision and the financial security that a guy brings. They like the social standard. They like the true masculinity of that. Women like to lay on a man's body. They like the smell of a man when he come home from work. A woman can't give you that. A woman can't give you the logical thinking of a man. all y'all can do is continue to emotionally and socially trauma bond. With a dude, no. You know, most dudes ain't gonna do that, go tit for tat with you. When I was a kid, you know, he did this to me, and a dude ain't gonna be like, yeah, you know, that happened to me too. Every now and again, a dude might say that just to kind of sympathize with you, but women do that all the time. One complain, another complain. One said, I went through this trauma. Oh yeah, they went through. Nobody just sit and listen and hear my men sit here and listen, hear you out, and for the most part, if you want a solution, we got a solution, or we can point you in the right way. You know. We can point you in the right way. But, you know, for the most part, for real, they like the social standards. Do you even see some girls? You know, I had this chick, man, I was dealing with when I was like 20, 21. And, you know, me and my homie, so she pull up, whatever, we about to chill. My homie still hanging around, probably playing 2K and shit. So she was like just hanging around, listening to the stories that we went through and all that type of stuff. So a lot of, kind of like when you get older, women know how to just go to another room, and we train these women to go to another room and, let the guys talk. But I really wasn't tripping. I was young, so I didn't really know no better. Didn't really care. But yeah, they like how they envious of how guys' relationships are, how simple they are. But women are meant to be complex. You can't have two simple creatures together, and really you can't have two complex creatures together. That's why women don't like dudes that dress and look better than them. You know what I'm saying? They don't like dudes that dress and look better than them and take more time to look good, to outdress them, and they clothes matching better than theirs, and they clothes. Hey, women don't really fuck with that for real. That's why they got gay best friends for and shit like that. Like, they like the simplicity of men, and it's a balance. With the social simplicity of dudes, man, that's something that they envy, and that's something that they want. So that's why a lot of the times they want that time from you. They want that time from you. They want the time. Because they like the vibe, they like what the man brings socially and naturally. That's what they like. They like that shit. I'm trying to tell you, that's what they like. They like it. I know a lot of people probably find it, oh no, this is true. It's true. They want to get as much time out of you without giving up the boxes. They know once they give up the box, they know once they give up that box, you know what I'm saying, that the guy just gonna keep it moving. That's in the guy's nature. Your first thing to do when you get some is either to roll, go back to sleep, or to keep it moving, or pick up and leave. That's the dynamic. That's the dynamic of it. That's just naturally what you do. But I mastered the point of just, hey, shit, women don't be wanting to go home. You can stay, shit, I don't be tripping. I mastered just chilling and enjoying a woman's company. That's just me personally. I know if she coming over, look here, I already know I'm gonna carve out time for her and just chill, and we gonna just lay up, watch a movie, do it a couple times. I already know. Like when a woman come over, like, I'm not about to just throw her out. Sometimes they cook, sometimes we go get something to eat. Sometimes she hang out for the majority of the day. So I enjoy the femininity of a woman. That's one thing you actually miss, is the true femininity, the softness. A lot of these women, y'all be surprised, they be talking all this masculine bullshit online. A lot of these women they really just be wanting to be held and rubbed on and rub on you. They be lying online, but that's all I pretty much got. Check out the Patreon. That's where the real channel at. That link's in the description, so make sure you tap in there. Join the Patreon. I won't be mad, man. But yeah, let me know what y'all girls and guys think, man. Hopefully y'all enjoying the content. Share the content. Subscribe to the channel. and all that good stuff, man. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.